Gold is considered one of the best inflation hedges out there. And many think that with all the money printing going on here, in Europe, and in Japan, that inflation is just around the corner. Which begs the question, if that's the case, why isn't gold up? In fact, why is gold falling? Marc Faber, editor of the Gloom, Boom, and Doom Report, joins us now. Marc, why has gold taken such a tumble given that the cries about inflation continue to be out there?
Well, we have to distinguish what you mean by inflation. There can be inflation in consumer prices, there can be inflation in commodities, there can be inflation in real estate, in equities, in bonds, in art, and so forth and so on. And the viciousness of money printing is that it does not lift all prices with the same intensity at the same time. But you have inflations, say in NASDAQ, 1998 to 2000, March 2000. Then you have inflation in U.S. home prices, or you have inflation in consumer goods prices in India and in China and in Vietnam and so forth and so on. Or recently we had a huge inflation in paintings of well-known artists. Sotheby's, no, I think it was Christie's, just had an auction with record sales. And it is disappointing that gold didn't go up, but gold is still up by more than 400% from the lows in 1999, whereas the S&P is barely up 2% from their highs in year 2000. So basically, we still have a huge outperformance of gold. Now, more recently, specifically since September 2011, gold is down more than 30%, and we made a major low around 1,322 a couple of days ago. Then we had a strong rebound. Now we're going to test the low, and maybe we'll break lower, possible. I have an order to
Marc,
buy
would you buy gold if it continues to fall? Are you buying gold right now?
Yes.
Yes to
gold
both?
At 1,400. I buy every month some gold, and I have an order to buy more at 1,300 because I want to keep an allocation towards gold, physical gold, and not stored in the United States at all times.
You're not buying then the GLD ETF. You are actually buying either gold coins or gold bullion or gold bars.
Correct.
And storing them. Now, you are emphasizing stored outside the U.S. We're a pretty safe country, Marc. Why do you have to keep the gold out of here?
Well, safe country, I'm not so sure about that under the present government. But in 1933, gold was taken away from Americans. The government paid them. They paid them $25, and afterwards they revalued the gold to $35. So basically what the government could do once again, and that is a possibility, they could artificially depress, manipulate the price down, and then say gold is illegal to be held. We have to collect all the gold from the citizens. Say if they manipulated the price down to $1,000, they could collect it at $1,000 and then revalue to $10,000.
That's possible, but do you believe it's probable, Marc?
It's not probable. But
so that would be a black swan type of event or a cold swan type of an event for you. That's
correct.
That's not your base case.
I'm not a believer in the manipulation theory. I'm not a believer in all the conspiracy theories. I'm a believer that the market went down because there was a technical break, and also because stocks are so strong. So when people look at their gold and they look at the stock market that goes up every day, and we'll talk about this in a second, they then decide, oh, gold is dead, let's buy stocks. Because at heart, to nowadays, everybody is a momentum player. The fund managers, who must outperform the index, the hedge fund guys, the high-velocity trading people, the algorithmic people, they're all momentum players. So what moves up they chase. And what moves down, they sell.
And when it moves down, and as it's moved down, you continue to buy. And Marc, we will talk about U.S. stocks in the next interview. Thank you for joining us with your thoughts on gold. We'll chat with you in just a moment on stocks. And you and I, let's keep talking, America. You can always tweet us at CNBC Numbers. Hit me up at Sully, S-U-L-L-Y, CNBC. Give us your thoughts, ideas, questions, comments. We'll see you next time on Talking Numbers.